Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, today we'll be talking on 7 things, or rather 7 mistakes women make in marriage. Okay, so on these notes, I'm going to say, if you are new to my channel, you are highly welcome. God bless you and continue to support you in everything you do. And for the old subscribers, God bless you also, and don't stop supporting me. God will continue to bless you all in Jesus' name. And for the new subscribers, please, if you know you have not subscribed, hit the like button, and whenever I upload video, you will be notified. Okay, so guys, as I said, 7 mistakes women make in marriage. Number 1 is disrespectful. Yeah, some women happens to be disrespectful. They disrespect their husband a lot, a whole lot. When the man will say 1, they will go and stand in 20. In fact, the man will never talk. The man won't even say nothing. They will go and stand in 20. Number 2 says not taking care of yourself. In marriage, even if you've got kids already, try and take care of yourself. So women can carry hair, this normal weaving or braids for 4-5 months without them even deciding to wash it or not. Those type of things, the hair smells, and you will still have the right to still be asking your husband, is my hair dirty? Is my hair smelling? What do you expect him to tell you? There's no way your husband will tell you that your hair is smelling, especially for those of you that they know that if they ever tell you the truth, you won't accept it. You will turn it into something else. You that carried your hair for 4 months, carried your hair for 5 months, don't you know that hair will smell? And you still carry that same hair to sleep on the same bed with your husband. If the man talk now, you say, you complain too much. At least, we don't really say you guys should be spending much money on your hair. Like this one I did, I just washed it when I took my bath. So, at least, it's not smelling, it's neat. Yeah. You understand? And some women don't take care of themselves. When some women pass you, the kind of odor that goes with them, I don't really understand. Are you for real? Take your bath. Go on low budget. There are some things that you buy on low budget. They are really nice. It doesn't really mean that you have to buy expensive things to take care of yourself. Okay? If you know you can't buy good clothes or you can't buy clothes, then you wait on sales. When they are doing sales, sometimes it's really cheap. You buy 1, 2, or 3. Then you take care of those ones you have. Maintain it. And if you can't even buy the little one you have, wash them, iron them, let them be neat. You understand? So try and take care of yourself. Even if, because some women, because they've got kids, they will say, I beg, I don't born finish. Who they look you? Who tell you say who they look you? Your husband not they look you. People outside, they are still looking at you. The fact, even if they don't admire you, but they are still looking at you. Don't you go to the market? Don't you drop your kids at school? People are watching. You understand? People are watching. Take care of yourself. Wear just neat clothes. If you can't make your hair, look for someone to make it cornrow for you. Then you take it like that. It's still fine. There are some ways you will just do normal things and you will still look okay. Okay? So that aside, please, women, try and take care of yourself. Take good care of yourself. That is number 2. So number 3 said nagging. Oh my God. Some women can nag for Africa. Women, we nag a lot. A lot. And these things that we think is just a minor thing can end up destroying our marriages. Okay? We nag a lot. We complain a lot. There are things, if you know you can't do it, leave it. You understand? So instead of you nagging. Men don't like when women nag. Okay? Stop nagging. So number 4 says taking the leadership. Taking the leadership role in the family. Yes. Some women have decided to be the men in the house. Who say una? Who say you? Some women have decided to be the men in the house, taking the leadership role. There are some people, maybe they are in a situation, they are looking for money. You will see the man is balanced. Then the woman will start going from one place to another, borrowing money to solve the problem. It's not as if it's not good though. Let these men take their role as a man. Instead of you taking all the position, being the wife is not enough. Oh. You now want to be the husband. The decision will come to the house. Instead of you to allow him to make the decision, then you add to it. You will be the one making the decision, while he will be the one adding to it. Eh? There are some women, they will tell their husband, hey, you stay at home, take care of the kids. Me, I want to go to work. Since the work you are working, the money is not much. Me, if I work, I will bring a lot of money. You'll be taking care of the kids. Are you the man in the house? I'm asking you. Are you the man in the house? Let the man do his work. That is why we are helpers. That is why we must continue to help them in anything they do. We are helpers. We are not the leader of the house. We are not the head of the house. So let the men, let our husbands take the leadership role while we support them in everything they do. You understand? And sometimes in making decision, I know say women, your mouth, in fact, I don't know. We want to make the decision in the hands of the men. We want what we say to come to pass. Who say you? God did not do it like that. You understand? You are there to support him. You are there to advise him. You are there to give him opinions. Let him sleep over it. When men sleep over things, the next day or every other time, he will tell you this is really what he wants to do. And fine, if he takes what you said, okay. If he does not take what you said, okay. But definitely within you, you know that he added from what you said to what he brought. So the family will be fine. Instead of you, you want to be the head of the house while your husband will be wearing wrapper or skirt. We may be warned. That was not the major plan from day one. That was not how God said it. That women should take the leadership role. Let the men lead. Okay? That doesn't mean that helping your husband is a bad thing. No, you have to help him in as much as you both have decided to agree to be man and wife. Yeah, the next point, which is number 5, said familiarity. Yeah. Because the men are familiar with us, we see them every day, they see us, you no longer respect them. That is not nice. He is your husband, that's why he's familiar with you. People outside respect him, but because it's your husband, that familiarity will not even make you to want to respect him again. That aside, respect him because he's the crown over your head. Okay. Number 6 said complaining rather than praying. Yeah, most women complain a lot. Hi, women can complain for Africa. Yeah, what are you complaining about? What have you seen that people have not seen that you are complaining? One day you end up complaining to your enemy. You understand? One day you end up complaining to your enemy. Instead of you to be praying, go to God in prayer. You are there complaining. You are complaining. This is what is happening in my home. Oh, I can't take this anymore. Oh, the suffering is too much. Oh, the stress is too much. Oh, my husband don't do this. My husband don't do that. Those people you are telling your husband don't do this, your husband don't do that. Does their husband do this? Does their husband do that? Go to their home. Then you know that your home is far better than theirs. You understand? Go to their homes. You will know that your home is better than theirs. So, complaining rather than praying. Be prayerful instead of you complaining to people. Because one day, I'm telling you, you will complain to people that you are not supposed to complain to. And before you know it, it will be too late. You understand? Because God alone can do things. People you are talking to, they can't do anything for you. They will only narrate you to people outside that will mock you without you knowing, because you claim they are your friends. They are not, oh. They will tell their friends will tell their friends will tell their friends. Before you know what is happening, the news will be everywhere. You will be ashamed. Yeah, number 7 said, we train our husband rather than our children. Let me tell you something. Their mothers have trained them already before you met them. You should be training your children rather than correcting your husband, because he's a grown-up man. He has been trained already by his mother. So you training them now because, hey, do this one like this. You know who they do this one like this. You don't do things like this. You don't do things like that. Hey, you are the one training them now. What about your children that will do things instead of you to take your children? That thing on the floor, make sure you pick it up. If you don't pick it, you are not good. Make sure you pick it. You do it so they do it tomorrow. The third day, the child, when he throw things on the floor, he will be the one to pick it without you correcting it again. Because maybe, for example, your kids wake up in the morning and they can't even arrange a room. Make sure they do it. Train them to do it rather than you telling your husband, not me, you gonna sleep for the same bed. The bed when you wake up, when you forget up, you not go to spread them. But your children, they don't spread their bed. You see, let me tell you, mothers, the time we are using to talk to our husbands, to correct them, because their mothers have trained them already. There's nothing you can do to train them again. You understand? So take that your time, train your own children, so that tomorrow another woman will not come and train them for you again. Because you are wasting your time training children, a man that his mother has trained properly. You want to train him again. A man even older than you want to train him. Train your little kids so that when they grow up, they will become good kids, that people will notice that really their mother really tried training them, instead of you are training big man. Please, let's train our children now that they are very young, so when they grow up, other women will not train them for us the way mothers are trying to train husbands now. So which women should stop training our husbands now, concentrate on our kids, so that when they grow up tomorrow, other women will not see complaints in them and start training them again. You understand? So guys, those are the 7 things, 7 mistakes women make in marriage. You train your husband rather than training your children. 1, disrespectful. 2, nagging. 3, familiarity. 4, not taking care of yourself. 5, you understand, complaining rather than praying. 6, taking the leadership role. 7. So those are the 7 things. Those are the 7 mistakes women make in marriage. So on this note, I hope I've made my point, and I guess it will be helpful to 1 or 2 persons. And see you in my next video. Till we come your way next time. Stay blessed, stay safe, and bye-bye.